Trey, that is a tall task against that OKC defense. What do you think you learned out there against them?
Yeah, I think as a player, as a rookie, I think I learned a lot about, just playing at your own pace, not letting those guys speed you up. Obviously, we had a lot of turnovers, including me. But I think that, it just comes with time. I think that we kind of got rushed in certain situations, and also I feel like I rushed myself in a lot of situations. So I think that as the game continues, we'll slow down, and then we'll be able to, figure things out. But, at the end of the day, I feel like this team is still headed in the right direction. We're more worried about ourselves more than anything. But as we continue to grow, I feel like we'll be just fine.
Other guys, especially young players that come into the league, they'll talk about the speed or the physicality or the pace or just different things that they're adjusting to. Is there something that you think you're still adjusting to at this point?
Yeah, I feel like no matter how many pickup games you play, summer league, nothing can mimic the real NBA game. I feel like tonight was a good glimpse for me of just how physical and how good the teams are, especially a Thunder team that has some great perimeter defenders. So for me, I would just say the speed. I think that even though I'm trying to be aggressive, at some points I feel like there are times that I can pick different spots to be aggressive and things like that. But yeah, just the speed for me for sure.
Trey, you talked about watching Jamal Murray before you got to the Nuggets, and obviously we just learned your story with Russ. What has it been like being so close to them the past couple of weeks, and what have you learned from those two?
It's been great. Obviously, Russ is kind of my vet, so for me that's a big blessing. He's done it for so long. He's been through trials and tribulations of the league. Obviously, he's been an MVP and he's played at the highest level. So for me to be able to learn from somebody like that every day in practice, he brings intensity. He brings everyday effort. Those are some of the things that I've learned from him. And Jamal, you just learn to stay even keeled the whole game. Jamal can go for 30 and then you'll look up and then not even know he has 30. But both of those guys bring different things to the table, and I'm just trying to, pick both of their brains and being able to, dissect what I can from those two.
With Russ being your vet, how do you watch him?
I watch him just very intently, even when he doesn't notice. I feel like the quickest way for somebody to learn is from somebody that's already doing something that you want to do. Obviously, I want to be in the NBA for a very long time and be able to play this game for as long as I can. So, just watching little things he does on and off the court, I feel like he's a great leader, and I feel like he's a great person to pay attention to on and off the court as well. So.
Trey, in college, you had Ryan and Steven kind of running the point for you. So when's the last time you played point guard?
It's a good question. I played a little bit in college, because a lot of the time Mac wanted Steven to be, more of an off-ball threat because he could shoot the ball so well. And I played a lot in college. That was kind of the most of it. But I knew that in the summer that talking with Calvin and talking with Coach Malone that I was going to be running a lot more point if, at kind of that PG3 spot or whatever you want to call it. So for me, it's just kind of figuring out ways that I can, kind of play both the playmaker and the aggressor type of role when I am playing the one. And then, sometimes maybe I'm off of the ball, and then that's kind of what I did in college for the most part. So, just kind of being able to play that combo guard situation and being able to use both of those to my advantage.
If you had a goal for this entire season, just looking at it from a large picture perspective, what's one or two things that you want to make sure that you're doing to continue preparing yourself for the rest of your career?
I would say the biggest thing is just continue to get stronger and continuing to learn from guys in this league. Like I said, I have two guys in front of me that you can obviously take a lot from. So I think that my biggest thing is continue to grow and continue to be a sponge and just, soaking in everything and being a part of the moment. Biggest thing for me, the second thing that I would say is probably just continuing to work. I think that at the end of the day, just because you made it to the NBA, it's very much harder to stay in the NBA. So I think for me, it's continue to hone my skills, work on the things that I need to work on, that I know I need to get better at, and then, just kind of continuing to grow my game from there, just continuing to stay in the gym and working hard.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Trey.
Appreciate it.